This is your Doom Report for Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. We actually do have an SHTF situation inbound, so let's get into it. There is a big, huge storm headed to Southern California. It's going to affect areas from San Francisco to LA. There's already some places that are issuing evacuation reports. They're talking about historical amounts of rain. Unfortunately, it's going to start over the holiday. It's supposed to start tomorrow. So if you're in that area, pay attention. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your NOAA radios on. Listen for any evacuation reports because they're talking about things that we haven't seen in hundreds of years. So be safe, everybody. And if you're not in that area, pray for the people in Southern California because they're not going to have a good holiday. Trump has announced plans for a new battleship as part of the Golden Fleet. I don't know why everything's golden, but this will be the Trump-class battleship. There are reports that China has loaded over 100 ICBMs into their silos. However, I haven't been able to confirm that, so we'll just take that one with a grain of salt for now. The report I gave yesterday about us boarding a third oil tanker was actually false. They're still following that thing. So that is a correction from yesterday. We have not boarded a third oil tanker as of now. The second big batch of Epstein files that have been released includes many mentions of Donald Trump, according to the Washington Post. The Brown University put the police chief on leave after the shooting. Apparently, they didn't like how he handled it. The U.S. has struck another alleged drug smuggling boat in the Eastern Pacific. House Democrats have filed a lawsuit to stop the Trump Kennedy Center renaming. There was a massive attack from Russia on Ukraine last night. UK police have arrested Greta Thunberg under Terrorist Act. I kind of think that's funny, but that's just me. U.S. economy grew strongly in the third quarter, according to the GDP report. You know, I haven't seen it. You guys noticing anything about the economy getting better? Because I don't know where they get these numbers from, but it's not showing up in my life. I don't know about yours. And JFK Jr. is trying to stop the drug companies from testing on animals, which I am 100% for. I like animals more than I like most people. So, yeah, I'm all for that one. We had a NATO Sentry last night, which is basically an AWACS plane, right off the coast of Ukraine, or right off the border of Ukraine. And, of course, there was a big attack last night, so they were keeping an eye on things. And I just took this picture off the flight radar. This is an E-4B Night Watch. This is also better known as the Presidential Doomsday Plane. That's because it's a presidential command and control plane. If we ever end up in a war, that's where the president will be. He's not in this one. It came out of Wright-Patterson, so looks like it's probably headed for Offutt Air Force Base. They got to do their drills and get their flight time in too. But this is the presidential plane that you see that says, Air Force One, and that a lot of times it's tagged if he's on it. And but yeah, this is the Presidential Doomsday Plane. Ooh. So that's what we got for you today. Remember, guys, keep the people in California in your prayers. They're going to have, it's going to be bad. They're already evacuating certain areas, and they're expected to be a lot more evacuations. And if you're in that area, stay safe, be smart. God bless everybody. Don't wait for SHTF because it's definitely not going to wait for you. We will see you all on the next one. Merry Christmas if I don't see you before then, which I will, I'm sure. But